Apes together. War. War for the Planet of the Apes, and apologies, this is not my usual studio. Next review will be back at my place. Now, War for the Planet of the Apes is the third film in the Planet of the Apes prequel saga. And before going into this review, I should tell you what I think of this overall prequel saga. Because back in 2011, when Rise of the Planet of the Apes was released, I was like, why is this happening? Haven't we learned from the piece of shitfest that was Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes? But I was mistaken, because Rise of the Planet of the Apes was one of those very rare cases where I thought to myself, God damn, the prequel is actually better than the original. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes was a movie that I loved even more. And in general, I thought it was fascinating that this prequel saga seemed to focus on the apes. Yeah, we got to see the flip side of the coin, which added a lot more to the mythology and overall lore of the Planet of the Apes series. So when the first film is fucking awesome, the second film is fucking awesome, yeah, I have to give the third one the benefit of the doubt. So I went in pumped. And you know what? War for the Planet of the Apes was fucking awesome once again. The last one ended with the military on the way, and now in War for the Planet of the Apes, Cesar and his apes find themselves in a war scenario. And after Colonel Asshole, played by Woody Harrelson, intends to wipe them all out, Cesar is like, you know what, I'm coming after you. And now we have the third film in the Planet of the Apes prequel trilogy. And I gotta say, there is so much to love about this film. First of all, the special effects department. They did one hell of a job once more. The apes look so fucking realistic. It's incredible. And the performances, in no way, shape, or form do I mean to discredit the actual performances, because Andy Serkis, once again, kills it. I love Cesar. Cesar has become one of my all-time favorite characters in recent film history. And again, he is the Moses for apes, but he also is a calm, collected general. However, this time around, he is tested personally and morally because he has to deal with the lust for revenge, which is something that we have never seen before. Also, I love the fact that all the other apes characters are real characters. The way they interact, the way they all have distinctive personality traits. I'm like, awesome. They continue to flesh these characters out, and I'm like, how is this happening? How can it be that I care so much about these CGI apes? They are incredible. The first act sort of plays out like a spaghetti western / Inglorious Bastards for apes because we have our apes on a mission. However, by the second act, the film turns into a serious war drama, and people need to know that. People are expecting huge battle sequences, and while this movie does have a couple action sequences, and they're all very well executed, first and foremost, this movie is a war drama, which really hit me emotionally. And I know the overall series is emotional, but this time around, I'm not gonna lie, I choked up, I teared up, I was like, oh my god, they went there. And this is another praise, because this movie is not holding back. This movie will go to some dark places, and I love the fact that it's so unapologetic. Now I have to talk about two very specific characters. First of all, we got a new ape who's called Bad Ape. He's kind of the comedy relief, and I was like, oh, I'm not sure about him. He may piss me off. He may turn out to be the Jar Jar Binks of the Apes franchise. Well, he wasn't. He was actually quite funny, and he provided us with some much needed humor because this movie is so freaking dark. And Woody Harrelson, because back when we saw the trailers for Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, we were all like, yeah, Gary Oldman is absolutely the villain. Well, he wasn't. It was actually Koba. Gary Oldman was just another victim. Woody Harrelson absolutely is the villain of the film. However, when I was first introduced to him, I was like, is he just gonna be a generic piece of shit? Luckily, he isn't, because there's one particular scene where he and Cesar exchange words. I'm like, okay, yeah, now I get it. You're still a dick. You're still an asshole. But I understand where you're coming from. The climax of the film was very satisfying. We now have an amazing, solid trilogy, and this may just be the first trilogy in a very long time where it's like, I love every single one of these films. Will they make another one? I don't know. The possibilities are there, but to me, this is a solid trilogy with a very satisfying ending. They even answered some questions that fans of the overall franchise have had for years. War for the Planet of the Apes gets the gold medal. This movie will guaranteed be on my top 10 favorite movie list by the end of this year. So War for the Planet of the Apes, what are your thoughts? And what do you think of the overall prequel saga? Let me know in the comment section below. And thank you guys, as always, for watching. And if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then just subscribe.